Welcome back. Well, we're going over to our studios in Abuja, where Bolaji Abdullahi joins us. He's the Deputy Director, Policy and Strategy, APC Presidential Campaign Organization. You also do know he was a former Minister of Sports. Morning, and thank you for joining us today. Well, let's start off talking about preparations for these elections from what you've seen so far, because first, the collection of the permanent voter cards has ended, even though you have people who still feel they need to get theirs. What would your assessment be of this process?
Well, thank you very much. I think so far we have reasons, every Nigerian has reason to commend the Independent National Electoral Commission for the commitment that they have shown to making this election of 2015 work, specifically regarding the issue of collection of PVC. I think they've done very well. If you look at the record of collection now, I think in excess of 80%, that's more than we've ever had in any election. So I think INEC has done very well. Where you still have people who are yet to collect, I think they still have windows between today, tomorrow, and next to do that. But I think where we are today, I think we're in a very good position as a country to confidently go to the polls, believing that a majority of our citizens who are eligible to vote are able to do that.
Well, about the elections, because, I mean, with the introduction of the PVC, the card readers, yes, the Commission has explained copiously in terms of what to do, what to expect, and what to even do when certain things don't go wrong. But you have many people who will say, well, this is a first, and so going to these polls, we should expect, say, even the unexpected, and so the polls on that day may just be a little tricky. Do you share any same thoughts?
I mean, every election will always be tricky because of the sheer logistic complication of an election. And when you talk of an election in a country like Nigeria, the sheer size of our population and the sheer diversity of our population throw in a lot of things and make it and bring a lot of complication. But I think we've done this before. If you go back to 1993, people were apprehensive about that election, but it came and went peacefully. I'm confident that this election too will come and go peacefully, and that in the end, Nigerians will be happy because the desire that they have for change has happened. I must also say that this particular election, the kind of intensity that we have experienced in the country regarding this election is understandable, because this is the first time that a sitting government will be facing the kind of challenge that the PDP government is currently facing. So you can understand that the kind of tension that is being generated across the country. But I'm confident that God be on our side, like you had President Obama said, leave an opportunity for Nigerians to show that we can actually effect change in the government without firing a single shot.
But you know, many also wonder if that message resonates amongst the supporters of these political parties, because, I mean, just like sports, they're also passionate about their politics. On that day, when emotions and tempers flare, they just may not remember all of this. Do you think that leaders, political leaders or party leaders are doing a lot to ensure that they rein in their supporters, even on that day for elections?
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak for the All Progressive Congress, because if you look back in the last couple of months that the campaign process has started, it's a deliberate policy of the APC that we will focus on the issues that concern Nigeria. We are not going to attack people's personalities despite provocation. We are not going to use divisive language. We are not going to profile people along ethnic or religious lines or regional lines. Because these are the things that drive the kind of tension you are talking about. These are the ingredients that nourish conflict in any election. But the APC, especially following the Abuja Accord, has tried as much as possible to keep our supporters, and that's why you see that there has not been any major incident. Be that as it may, and I'm glad you alluded to sports, passion will rise and all that. But the education that we have given to our supporters include that, because we are aware that people will want any excuse to score to this election. So we are telling our supporters, even if they slap you, just say thank you. I'm here to vote, not to fight. That's the message we've been communicating. And I'm saying it again, up to the highest level of our party. That is the message. General Buhari will not tolerate anybody insulting anybody in his name.
That is interesting. You're asking them to turn the other cheek in the event that they're slapped. I sincerely hope that they don't get slapped. And I'm sincerely hoping that if in the event that happens, they remember the message you've been preaching. But let us also talk about what you expect to see on Saturday and even thereafter. What are the expectations of your party on Saturday from INEC?
Well, we expect that the election will go on peacefully. That's number one. We expect that people will be allowed to vote and will be allowed to stay back to police their vote and wait until it is counted. We expect that the materials will arrive on time. We expect that the card readers will work as we've been told and as the exercise for the testing approved. We hope that there will not be. But again, like I said, we should also know that it's a learning curve for everyone. An election by its nature presents natural logistics complications. So there will be hitches here and there. But I hope that there won't be hitches that will be significant enough to scuttle to the process or to deny people the right to vote. We know all kinds of shenanigans that are being plotted and planned and schemed, but we believe that INEC is an institution that is led by people with high integrity. We believe that they want to give Nigeria a credible election, and Professor Jegai especially want to leave a legacy for himself as a man who gave Nigeria the most credible election in history. So we have confidence in INEC and its leadership, and we believe that they want to do the right thing.
Well, we do sincerely hope. I mean, your party has expressed very clear optimism in the abilities of INEC, as we say, and we hope that the rhythm doesn't change on Saturday or after Saturday, in spite of whatever it is that happens. And we do hope that, as much as possible, everybody sees a free, fair and credible election. But so the question I was going to ask you now, how would you say that your party has been affected, will I say, in terms of preparations for these elections? You have a couple of days to go. Are you still able to get your message across? Do you think that you've done your homework as well as you should?
Yeah, I think one thing that even the PDP, the ruling party, cannot deny is that the message of change has resonated so intimately and so clearly and loudly with the majority of Nigerians. Because the opposite of change is the status quo, is continuity. I don't think, except those who are currently connected to the gravity trains going on, I don't think anybody wants a continuity of what we have experienced in the last for 6 years or so. Nobody wants to see a continuity of adoption of girls. Nobody wants to see a continuity of a situation where our country has been reduced to a laughing stock and get a talking to on the eve of an election.
Nobody